can kick off the panel. And I think, Julia, I'm going to pick on you first. So I guess as a channel sales leader, right, I would imagine it is really important for you that whatever investments you are making as a company into your partner ecosystem and into partner marketing specifically, that you're seeing that have an impact on sales, right, and really driving an impact. So my question would be twofold. How would you motivate partners to use MDF and to market with you? And secondly, how do you ensure that they're performing the kinds of activities that will be impactful from a sales perspective and really drive that return for you?
Great. No, those are great questions and very important as we talk through MDF. So first is, I think we all know that all partners and resellers come in different shapes and sizes, right? So understanding and aligning to that organization, and specifically when we're talking from a sales perspective, the sales organization, understanding what motivates them. So, the worst, some of the challenges that you've seen is when you go in, you've seen the good and the bad, where you go in and you show up and you present your plan and all of your ideas and where you want to invest in the specific marketing. But typically, if you're not aligned with the sales organization to understand what's important to them, what's driving their business, and the types of activity that are important to them, you're not going to get the mutual effects of what you could receive in that investment. The second part of this, again, is making sure that once you're aligned and you've agreed on those specific plays that work within the sales department and their areas, you would want to make sure that you have the right tools. What tools are they using? So again, you need to understand what and how they're leveraging, their platforms, so that you can make it as easy as possible for them to work with you and want to work with you and your solution. Brand awareness, and generating new business is ultimately the most important thing, but it's how you get to it. And again, aligning and motivating those sellers. It all depends on how they're compensated, what they're selling, understanding those things first, and then understanding the tools that they're using to make sure that what you're providing is as seamless as possible for them to, again, to work with your solution.
Brilliant, yeah. So I think lots to unpack there. Size of partners matters, what's motivating them, where they see, and making sure that you're aligned to their goals. I think, yeah, really, really good insight. And you need to be aligned before you can even start on the awareness drive, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you need to know who they are. You need to know what's important. Again, at different levels, right? So at the leadership level, they have, what does good look like? Measuring to the success and creating common goals around what that success looks like, and aligning to those goals. And then again, understanding what platforms, what are they using today, and how they're measuring that success, so that when you come back to the business, you can see and again celebrate what that joint success looks like together.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Jillian, Jessica, anything to add to that?
I'll chime in. Yeah, I think that definitely customizing the activities that you're offering to your partner demographic is just as important as determining what is important activities to run for your own company. The alignment definitely has to be there. And even if you're not offering maybe all the things that the partner would want, there's a lot using history and showing examples and calling out success stories can help them kind of get aligned with the vision that you're working towards. So trying to make it compatible and mutually beneficial for both parties is very.
Yeah, I mean, Julia and Jillian absolutely summed it up. I think I might take one area one step further. It's about partnership. It's about partnership between sales and marketing, because if you don't show up as a united front to that partner on what is that shared objective, what are we trying to drive, it sort of falls apart. And then I think a shared language barrier. Like if you're working in the US, then those shared objectives and that language can be the same. But we've also found that you can lose your partner just because you're not saying things the way that they say it, or you're not aligning to the way they think about things, even if it is actually the same. So I think understanding them and meeting them where they are and evolving how you show up so that they look at you and go, oh, that resonates deeply with what we're trying to accomplish, I think can really build a lot of trust and partnership early on.
Brilliant. Yeah. So I'm hearing a lot about empathy actually, and then that strong alignment, right? And is this something that resonates? So yeah, thank you. Really great insights from all of you. Brittany, I'd love your thoughts on how you can ensure that it's easy for partners to engage with you so that they understand how they can utilize your MDF